Hello, this is Roland. Today I want to tell you about my classic meditation, classic 4-part meditation, which is improved. I just made a brand new part 4, which is just exquisite. And I want to sell it to you, or ask you to get it for a donation. Why? See, it's because I'm a big advocate of meditation. You know that. Those of you who've listened to me for some time, or even for a little while. You know that most of us have fallen away from our own center of dignity, from our ability to flow from within, spontaneously and creatively. And instead we've become upset. Things upset us. And then we've fallen into thoughts, worries, planning, scheming, second-guessing ourselves, endless thoughts. Well, so what are you going to do? Well, you have to find a way to get out of those thoughts. Now, there's a way of doing it. You can't struggle with them. If you try to suppress them, you know that doesn't work. If you try to blank the mind, that's not a good idea. You just have to learn to just observe them without being upset by them. Or observe them and realize that they're not even your own thoughts. It's a profound realization. You have to, the kind of thinking that you have where you're just worrying, why did she say that? Why did he say that? What do they mean by that? What am I going to do? This, just that endless, right? You have to stand back from that. And it's always making you second guess yourself too. When you want to do the right thing, it says, yeah, but what if this and what if that? But when you want to do the wrong thing, then it makes excuses for you. Sure, go ahead. Everybody else is doing it. You deserve it. Blah, blah, blah. See? So there's something wrong. When your thoughts make excuses for you when you want to do something that's not quite right, but then on the other hand, they try to dissuade you from doing the right thing, there's something wrong with that. And how about the thoughts where your thoughts are browbeating you? Thoughts like you never do anything right, this will never work out, it's all your fault, blah, 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 you're no good. Something is wrong. Your thoughts are deceiving you somehow, misleading you. See, they're not your friend. So, what are you going to do? Well, you have to learn to stand back from it. The same way that if there were a television set at the other end of the room, say there was a big room and there was a television set, it was blaring away, and it was one of those old B movies, it's just no good, the kind of movies they have on at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you see it but it doesn't register. It just goes in one ear and out the other. It's not relevant, it's not credible, so it has no effect on you whatsoever. You have to learn to stand back and observe all those deceiving thoughts, just like that. Okay? Now, how are you going to do that? Well, you need a little help. Because now, at the first sighting of stress, you fall into the imagination. You fall into daydream. You fall into escaping from reality. See, in reality, you have failed many times. You were impatient when you could have been patient. You were selfish when you could have been unselfish. You were rude when you could have been kind. You see what I mean? Or when something should have been said, you clammed up and didn't say anything because you didn't want to rock the boat. You see? And it just never kind of worked out somehow. So you failed over and over. And you failed so many times and you got angry. There's another failure. You got angry. So you failed so many times you don't want to see it. You don't want to see yourself failing, so you escape from seeing yourself failing into the imagination and hide there. See, well, that's not bad. So you have to face reality and see what is, okay, but without reacting to it and without being upset by what you see. Just see it, okay? Well, the meditation helps with that. So the classic 4-part meditation is very nice. I always talk about the easy meditation or the free meditation, which you can get. It's short and easy and free. But the nice thing about the classic meditation is it has more explanation and tips for going out in the world. You have to learn how to win an argument properly. You have to learn how to be patient. You have to learn how to say no gracefully and not angrily. You have to learn all these things and more. And there's not enough pages in the world. And besides, even if you read the pages, even if the advice was technically correct, it's not perfect. See, what you need is perfect, just in time information. So what I give you is some principles. So you can see the principle. Oh, I see. That's all you have to do is just see the principle. Then later, in the moment, when you're close to your intuition, you'll be able to apply suddenly the principle will be there again. You'll see it. You'll be able to apply it intuitively. See? It's just beautiful. So you need to find this rapport with what's right, with what's intuitive, with principle. You need to find a rapport with that so you can flow from it. Now what you do is flow from reactions. You react and become upset and then do something. Or you react, you become upset or emotional, and then you hide from seeing that happened when you make a mistake. You see what I mean? So the 4-part meditation is just beautiful. And I just made a new part 4. It's exquisite. So therefore, you should get it. Now what do you get? When you go to my website, shedding-shackles.com, then you will see it. And I forget what it's called, a classic meditation or 4-part meditation, something like that. And you get it for a suggested donation of $10. Okay? Then you get an instant download. You can download all 4 parts right away. And you also get 2 ebooks with it. You get a brief introduction to stress management, which is just a really nice book. Brief introduction to stress management. Very short, it's only 70-some pages, but it's quite good. And then you also get Becoming a Friend of God. I love this book. It's kind of spiritual, and I think you'll like it. Becoming a Friend of God. You get both of these as ebooks, of course, as ebooks to download. You get both of these as ebooks and 4-part meditation. It's just really nice, good stuff. The suggested donation is $10. Okay. So may I recommend that you go check it out. You can listen to part 1 free.